Hi, I'm Jim Moody, host of Flex Realty TV. Welcome to this week's edition. With me today I have Tony Arvanitis, commercial agent with Flex Realty. You know, Tony, we're getting a lot as a result of today's economy. A lot of people have given up on trying to find a traditional job. We're finding more people are kind of interested in getting into the restaurant business and getting into business for themselves. Do you have any tips for any of our viewers on if they're thinking about getting into the restaurant business, what they'd look for?
Well, Jim, I'm glad you asked because a lot of people are trying to get into business because of the job market and the economy the way it is. But myself, I actually have been in the restaurant business in past years. What basically you want to look for, of course, is, well, the first thing you want to know is see if it's a good location.
Okay.
Location is important. It's not so much important as how much the present owner is doing, because it really is based on what you're going to do when you go in there. So you really can't base your opinion or place a value on it, but you want to place it as to the location and what you think you may be able to do. Because oftentimes, maybe the present owners, maybe their menu isn't correct, or maybe they're not appealing to the proper, or perhaps the right clientele.
Okay.
So I think it's what you do which makes important. Of course, you want to look at the equipment, the age of equipment, the furniture, the fixtures, and of course all the...
What about the equipment? What are they looking for? Like, once I remember we sold a restaurant and it had like a fire suppression systems. I mean, is there anything in particular they need to look at that?
Well, it's good to have you definitely want to look at the hood system and the fire suppression system.
Okay.
They're very costly. If you had to put one in new, just the hood alone, just to give you an idea, is about $1,000 a foot. So if you had
$1,000 a foot?
Yeah, if you had a 10-foot hood with the suppression system, installation, and everything, it could be $15,000 just for that. So hoods are very expensive. Probably one of the most expensive items in the kitchen.
We're about to run out of time, but I'm just kind of curious. When banks lend on restaurants, do they take into consideration the furniture as well too, or is it more of the physical location of the business itself?
Lenders today, it's difficult to get a loan, unfortunately, to go into business. So I think you have to look at your own bank and what relationship you have with them.
Okay.
They're not going to base the loan on what the past owner was doing.
Okay.
It's really how they feel and how they're comfortable with you and your credit.
That's a great tip. Well, that's all we have time for this week's edition of Flex Realty TV. It's good to have you with us, Tony. If you're thinking about buying a restaurant or getting into the restaurant business, give us a call. Make a contact with Tony, who has lots of experience, probably some of the best experience in all of Northwest Ohio. And you can reach Tony through our web at www.flexrealty.com. Thanks again for watching.